Everybody, welcome to NWO Week 9 matchup. We have Oklahoma hosting the Tennessee Volunteers. In the booth today, we have Eagles on play by play and Junior Broncos on color commentary. Thanks, men. I'm handing it off to you. Have a great call.
We've got a great matchup in store for us today. We've got Tennessee is heading to Oklahoma. JB, what are the keys to this game?
Oh, it's going to be a tough environment in Norman. Caleb Williams, that offense moves for Caleb Williams. He's second leading passer in the country behind Washington Sanford. I think they're the fifth highest scoring, definitely top 10 scoring offenses in the country right now. So the key is going to be for Tennessee to either score for score or find a way to get a few stops because Tennessee can't score.
Absolutely. And my key for the game, if you're Tennessee, limit possessions, limit time that Oklahoma with that explosive offense has the ball in their hand. Oklahoma, stay on schedule, don't commit penalties, and just put the ball in the end zone every drive you get it. Oklahoma is in their crimson and Tennessee in the whites. We're underway here from Norman. Hyatt will return, brings it out to about the 25-26 yard line, and that is where Tennessee will start the drive. JB, you said score for score with Tennessee. What do you think is going to be the key plays that they need to run against a defense like Oklahoma?
You're probably going to see a lot of passes. T. Pimp Bizzle Jr. T. Clizzle Pink is going to be the freshman quarterback out of Greenwood, Indiana. Is probably going to be taking most of the snaps, or will it be Bailey? Actually, I think that's Bailey.
This looks like Bailey on first down will hand it off to Jabari Small here. And Small loses to Rally by the Sooners.
I will say it's good to see that we've got good, clean football weather here. We've tended to have some showers, so it's nice to see a beautiful day for football.
Absolutely gorgeous. The player said it feels like we're playing any other game. We're having fun with it. They're in the pistol set. They have trips to the right. Bailey will drop back looking. Throws over the middle. He has Holiday. Holiday has the first down for 14 yards.
Yeah, that was a nice little catch by Jimmy Holiday, the senior out of Madison, Mississippi. That's his 15th grab on the season. Pretty basic stuff. Tennessee, Klink's got the stick skills. Just stick to the basics. It's if you can avoid the interceptions.
See what Tennessee does on first and 10. They're in a 2-by-2 shotgun look. Very small to the right of Bailey. Bailey doesn't like what he sees. We'll make some adjustments now. Bailey drops back looking. Bailey heaves it up deep here. Hyatt almost picked off. That was Washington in great coverage there.
I like I like the time. I like the decision. One on one is like one on none. You just got to go up, and it looks like he didn't time it right there. But poor drop by the Oklahoma defender.
Same set by Tennessee. They'll hand it off to Jabari Small, making a few cuts here. He has 5, 3rd and 5. A little bit more manageable now for the Volunteers.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to get a little bit, make this third down a lot more manageable. Small is going to be the workhorse for Tennessee in the backfield. He's about 300 yards on the season, 7 TDs. He's averaging about 5 yards carry. So we're going to see a lot of Small in the run game.
Small is one of the best backs here in the NWO league, in my personal opinion. Wouldn't you agree, JB?
Yeah, absolutely. The senior.
So it's trips to the right. Attached tight end and Nixon here. He's off the ball. Bailey will drop back looking. Throws. It is picked off. Oklahoma gets the early takeaway. Still coming back. They're at the Tennessee 45 here. Oh, what a big play for Oklahoma. They get the football, and for Tennessee, that's not how you want to start.
It's going to be that's Bailey's 8th interception on the year, and yeah, that was a phenomenal user pick by that Oklahoma defensive by that linebacker. There was some guys open in the flat there. It just looks like the progression broke down for the quarterback.
He had the gap. It was just too flat of a ball, in my opinion. Had to put a little touch on it. Drop back looking now. Throws it. It is Oh, I thought it was going to be picked off. Instead, it's caught by Cody Jackson.
Yeah, you're absolutely right there. I thought that might be pick for pick.
And you see Caleb Williams, that is the sort of throw, sort of window he thrives in throwing into. Had a few picks last weekend against Michigan, but that's sort of a window that he's willing to throw into there.
Yeah, you're going to see the no huddle a lot here from Oklahoma.
No huddle now. Still a 2-by-2 look here for the Sooners. Williams will keep it, making a spin move inside the 10 is Caleb Williams, 13 yards, first and goal.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of Caleb Williams in the run game here too. He's got 310 yards. He's averaging about 4 carries on about 72 attempts this year. So he's also got 6 TDs on the ground. So we're going to see a lot of that.
Sooners up to the line quick here. Williams taking his time. We'll drop back now, looking, thrown over the middle. That is caught by Jaden Hazelwood. He's got 5, second and goal.
Yeah, let's see if he slows it down. I know he's going to keep the hurry up here.
You use this hurry up, get people tired, try to punch it in quick, get people out of alignment here. I like this. You're down, you're in the red zone early. Go get a touchdown here. Williams will roll right, throws, complete, and out of bounds at the 1 is Cody Jackson. Third and goal. Can Tennessee hold up to the task?
Yeah, that was that's tough when your momentum's going. It's probably knowing Oklahoma, knowing Panda here. I'd assume this is 2 down territory. So maybe if you're Tennessee here, you want to get in the backfield if it's a run, you want to get a stop for maybe loss of yards because you got to imagine he's going for it on 4th.
They put trips to the boundary. Running back to Williams right. They run the read option. Williams, he's in. Touchdown, Oklahoma, and they take the lead.
Yeah, that was just read option 101 right there. He read the defensive end, crashed, and went and hit the spin with the inside. And that's going to be Caleb Williams' 7th TD on the ground this year.
The kick is up and good. And with that, Oklahoma leads it 7-0, awaiting a Tennessee answer.
Yeah, I feel feeling you bet the over in this one. We're going to see a lot of points today. Both these guys like to throw it around. I'm a fan of that sort of game too. It's easy to get caught up in slinging it. It's a fun way to play the game.
Hyatt on the return. Brings it out about the 24-yard line. Tennessee will take over there. Pick on the last drive. What does Tennessee need to focus on this drive in particular?
If you're, Tennessee, if they've moved the ball, it's just, they're their own worst enemy sometimes. It's just breaking down that progression, going through your reads, taking your first, second, third, and fourth read, and maybe sometimes the sack is the best pass you can make.
Well, they hand it off to Jabari Small, little buck sweep action here. He's got 6, second and 4, right on schedule.
I mean, I'll say I do. Another key is keeping the ball on the ground. It's hard to not want to get caught up in the pass game, but when Small averaging 5 yards a clip, he's got to be involved.
Same look for the Volunteers. Bailey making a check at the line, making sure everyone's got the play. Another buck sweep for Jabari Small, gets hit in the backfield, and he'll lose 1 or 2 this time. They're going to say 3rd and 6 now for the Volunteers.
Oklahoma saw that one. They read that play like a book. I think they sent some linebackers on a blitz there. This Oklahoma defense will get aggressive. They'll do some. When I played them earlier, they'll do some obscure sort of odd defensive fronts. So they keep you guessing.
They go quads into the boundary now for 3rd and 6 from Tennessee. Bailey will drop back looking. Still looking right on time. Throws it. It is batted away by Shane Winter. And Shane Winter has a deflection. 4th and 6. And it looks like Tennessee's going.
This might be one of those I was pressing triangle so hard because I wanted to catch, or maybe not. Maybe they're going for it on the no huddle here.
Let's see what Tennessee does, though. They will snap it. Bailey looking, throws, complete to Callaway. And Callaway knocked out of bounds about the 48-49-yard line. First down, Tennessee. What a risk pays off.
Yeah, I love it. And when you're trying to get your first win of the season, you're pressing. You're putting a lot of stress on yourself. Kind of just play loose and let it fly.
Same set now. Bailey drops back, looking, running out of time. We'll throw it deep. He's batted away. Great defense by DJ Graham.
Yeah, it's the second time that Tennessee's looked for that deep ball one on one. I love the one-on-one route, but I do got to say, with someone like Panda that's going to use her he's going to use her the corner. You gotta switch that wide receiver and try to out user him.
So now we have a 3-by-1 look by Tennessee. Sniffer on the right. They'll hand it off to Jabari. Small, trying to stay on his feet. He just cannot. He almost had the end zone. So he has 10, but he'll be marked short of the first.
Yeah, when Tennessee comes out and runs the ball here, and especially when they not run out no huddle, they've had a lot of success.
It's now 3rd and inches. Trips to the right. Bailey making sure his linemen understand the play call. Bailey will hand it off to Jabari Small. Small has the first, but he pays the price.
Yeah, you could see that was an inside blitz by both linebackers there, just enough.
Yeah, but you don't want to get your running back those big hits right now, especially those kill shots.
Yeah, they're tough to take. But Small's a senior. He's played. He can take the hits.
It's a 2-by-2 tight look now. Bailey will drop back looking. Thrown underneath. It's Fernando. He's got 2 yards, 2nd and 8.
Not a bad read. Oklahoma brought 4 down linemen. They didn't do the drop the defensive lineman there. There were some other guys, mid routes that were kind of open, but I like that play. It's even a small run.
So Volunteers come out, 2nd and 8. The 2-by-2 attached tight end to the right. Bailey will drop back, looking, throws a screen to Jabari Small, and no sooner defender was even fooled on that. Loss of 4.
It was, the Oklahoma defense is really good on the screens. And speaking from experience, it's tough. It's tough to get him caught. He reads them really well and gets out there quick.
So it's 3rd and 12. Not too many plays in the playbook unless you want to go with 4-down territory here for the
Probably
Volunteers.
2 down territory, if I'm guessing. I guess we had to pass the tight end for first down here. We had a little lag. Sorry, technical difficulty.
Yep, we had a little freeze there, but we're back right now.
I think everyone at home got to see it, though. I think that was just you and me up here in the
Yeah.
booth.
So 1st and 10 here from the 19. Tennessee comes out 3-by-1 look. We'll hand it off to Jabari Small. He's gained 2 here. It's 2nd and 8.
I like the run. I like the run on first down. Getting in getting in the red zone, your whole playbook kind of shortens up a little bit. So I like the call there.
Your playbook expands the further out. Obviously, becomes a little bit less here, but you still have a good number of plays. Bailey will drop back looking, throws Callaway. Callaway brought down at the 1. And oh boy.
Yeah, Tennessee's been in the red zone 22 times this year. It looks like they've gotten 16 TDs and they've only gotten 1 field goal. So 77% of the time they're getting points.
They go no huddle this time. 2-by-2 look. Bailey looks to the sideline.
You got to imagine Oklahoma's blitzing.
He pulls it. Bailey hit. Brought down at the 1. Oh my goodness. What a play by Oklahoma. There was no other defender out there.
It's in the house. It's 1st and goal. You're going to have to defend 1 yard for 3, potentially 3, maybe 4 plays, probably. I like the play call by the Oklahoma defense.
The read option is so difficult to defend down here. The extra option, able to create another gap. Well, we're done with 1 quarter, and at the end of 1, it is Sooner 7, Volunteers nothing.
Yeah, it's been typical first quarter here that I thought we'd see. We've seen Tennessee kind of already convert a fourth down, I think, on their own side of their 50. It was actually maybe even inside their own 35. So Tennessee's obviously playing with they got nothing to lose.
Tennessee comes out heavy package. They go full back up the gut. Andy Merriman, touchdown, Volunteers.
Some people in the chat and some fellow NWO members are going to love that play call.
The fullback dive, so trusty, almost always reliable and executed to perfection by the offensive line. The kick up and good. We are all tied at 7 here with just a second off the clock here in the second quarter.
Oklahoma can be dangerous on these kickoffs.
Kick is away from Montgomery. Here comes the return, and he's brought. No, he's still on his feet. Let's see where they're going to mark him here. If they're going to give him forward progress or where he stood up at, they're going to give him the 23.
Yeah, let's see what Tennessee tries to do here. You can catch, Caleb Williams is dangerous, but there is, some high risk with the high reward on on the pass game here. So if I can get a turnover here, it can be a whole new ball game.
Absolutely. Tennessee can play pretty good defense. The rollout from Williams now. Looking. Will throw it late. It is batted away. Great play. Safety playing over top of that. Broke on it a little bit late. Did not get the pick, but great play.
Yeah, I love the play call there. I love the user by Tennessee to not put pressure on Caleb and let him force the pass. So, you're at a do or die. Do you come up on the quarterback and try to pressure him, or do you try to bait him into throwing and maybe get a pick? And that could easily been a pick.
Oklahoma comes out, trips into the boundary. They'll hand it off, and Charles is right there to stuff Trey Bradford. Loss of 3, 3rd and long.
Yeah, what a great stop there.
The no huddle now from Oklahoma. Let's see what they come out. They're going to come out with the 3-by-1. Williams will roll. Looking, throws. He's got the comeback route. It's Mims. Mims at about the 47-48.
Yeah, that's such a difficult when you get the roll like that and you're in man coverage. Someone's going to be open.
And again, this is a staple here. Oklahoma in the hurry up. Williams checks to the weak side there, dropping back now, looking. Throws it deep. Has the one-on-one. It's caught by Mims. Mims is hitting touchdown. Sooners, 53 yards.
Yeah, that was a phenomenal user catch there by Sir Panda. You can see, Tennessee Clink did go up for it, but some one-on-one's like one on none. Go jump ball. Those guys out there, they do those drills for a reason.
JP, they always talk about don't let him buy you. Don't let him buy you. And if you can get sacked over him and still play it, great. But that time, being sacked over the top left him susceptible to a high point.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see what Hyatt does here.
Gets nothing there, about the 15, 16-yard line.
See if Tennessee can answer here. This is going to be, I have a feeling this will be one of those score for score, and it's going to who can get some stops on defense. It's going to separate the game because it looks like both offenses are moving the ball here.
Both teams, they're playing excellent defense, and yet these teams are still finding ways to get those shots. And right now they run counter for the Volunteer. Jabari Small has 2.
I still like it. The run will set up the pass. You've got to, same with those screens that we saw earlier that Tennessee ran. You got to keep the play call, your play sheet diverse because it's really easy to get sucked into throwing deep routes. But you got to keep them guessing up front to open up those long routes.
Very empty box right now, and it looks like Tennessee's going to exploit it with Jabari Small, but a gain of 3 only on a very, light box there.
Yeah, it looks like Small could have had the cutback maybe if he would have, but still 2 yards, 3 yards makes it 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5. It's a makeable down for the Volunteers. Bailey looks to the sideline, making sure all the receivers now know what the play is. He will hand it off to Jabari Small. Small is going to get the first down, gain of 6.
The play call to give to Small. I think Tennessee had it in their mind that it was two. They had 2 downs to get 5 yards. Probably, I assume he was going for it. So run it. Maybe you get 3 or 4. Maybe you get even the first right there. I love that play call, especially seeing just the 4 down lineman and the single linebacker.
3-by-1 attached tight end to the right. And he'll go back on the ground to Small. Small runs into his own man, but still picks up 4.
Yeah, Tennessee's having success here pushing this run. If you look at Small, he's got 37 yards on 11 carries already. That's going to do a lot to open up that pass game.
You always have to run it, suck in defenders. As you see, Oklahoma, they're playing with a very light box, anticipating passes.
Yeah, Tennessee's averaging the least amount of, or has the worst rushing offense in the country. It's only 261, so it's good to see him rushing the ball.
Bailey is back, throws as he gets nailed, but Nixon has it complete out to the 46 and first down Volunteers.
See, the Oklahoma coach is upset. He's been trying to bait that outside post, but that was just a better throw and better catch by Klink there.
So 1st and 10, whole playbook's open. You're about midfield, JB. What do you think here? What would you go to?
Well, we've seen a lot of runs on first down. We're going to pass it. Is what we're going
The
to do.
pass here, Bailey will look
It's
throw.
open.
It is. They're going to call it complete to Callaway. 20 yards, first down, Volunteers.
Yeah, you love to see it. Tennessee's got a top 15 passing offense, so you're going to see passes. The key, I kind of get sucked into itself is you got to keep it balanced and run the ball here too.
Jabari Small will get the handoff here, loss of 1 on the play. Callaway, he's been so instrumental for this Volunteer team. They have some threats at receiver. It's just now getting them the ball in threatening areas.
Yeah, absolutely.
They go trips bunched into the boundary this time. Bailey will drop back looking. Throws it. He has a one-on-one here. It is batted away. Great defense staying on top of the route.
Yeah, there's a reason those guys play defense and don't play offense because they can't catch for shit. But that could have been easily a pick. I think Tennessee got lucky with that one because that was even double coverage.
Now we'll see what does Tennessee like to do is 3rd and 11. You're thinking likely 4 down if you were willing to go for it in your own territory.
4 down territory. So I'm trying to get 6 or 7 here.
Bailey will throw underneath. It's Callaway, and Callaway's inside the 21st down. Volunteers. I had just mentioned him, and he shows up again.
Tennessee's having success with those curls there out in the flat, especially on the third and middle.
Another quad's looking to the boundary. Bailey will drop back looking. He throws. It is complete. It's Hyatt. Touchdown, Volunteers. What a throw. What a route by Hyatt.
Yeah, he was wide open. That was a touchdown from anywhere on the field to R1 there. That was tough. I think Oklahoma brought a little bit of a blitz there too. It looked like man coverage. And that inside post that was beautiful.
And with the PAT, we are all tied up at 14 with 3:36 left in the second quarter.
That's going to be Jalen Hyatt, the redshirt senior's 5th touchdown on the season. He came into the game with 29 grabs and 782 yards. So you're going to see a lot of Jalen Hyatt.
Impressive numbers for sure. In Tennessee's coverage this time, looking very impressive. Kendall Dennis has nothing going.
Yeah, let's see what Panda did. Panda scored quick. He went with the go route and got it last time. Let's see if he's going to try to stretch the field. While he's at the same time, he's going to hit you with a little bit of runs, a little bit of stuff across the middle, maybe some stuff in the flat. Let's see how aggressive he is. He's winning these one-on-ones.
The backfield here. Williams will drop. He's looking. Throws. It is. What a play by Jimmy Miranda. Oh, wow.
Yeah, absolutely. Miranda with the phenomenal. And if he doesn't make that play, that's a 6 right there immediately for Oklahoma.
You'll not see many more pass breakups that look better than that, I assure you. Williams rolls right, looks, throws, complete this time. And he breaks a tackle at the 30, the 20. Could he go? No, at the 16 this time. Oh my goodness here.
Yeah, the scramble with the little halfback wheel route down the sideline is a staple, and it really you got to watch it.
In the hurry up offense by the Sooners. They're in the same set they've been this whole time. Play action looking. Thomas cannot get Williams. Williams throws. It is complete to Trey Bradford for 5.
Yeah, that's the third straight play action I think we've seen from Oklahoma. So, if I'm Tennessee, maybe I start sending some blitzes because especially on those play actions in the no huddle, you can really be vulnerable to getting sacked.
2nd and 5 for the Sooners at about 11. The handoff here to Trey Bradford goes nowhere, maybe even lost one on the play.
Tennessee rush defense has been tough all day here. If I'm Tennessee, I'm not really respecting this run game. Their front four is handling this Oklahoma offensive line today.
And hurry up, the center man in motion. Williams looking. Williams rolls left. He might take off here, and he does, but he gets stuffed. Only a gain of 2. 4th and 4. Decision time for the Sooners.
I'm gonna have to say he doesn't kick a field goal here. I'm gonna bet he goes for it. Oh, we're gonna see a little conservative play here.
So they're going to trot out the field goal unit. Now, do they run the field goal or do they fake it? That is the question. Well, the kick is up, and it is good. Oklahoma retakes the lead 17-14.
Yeah, and I believe Tennessee got the ball to start the game, and then so Oklahoma figures now it's a possession game. If he can get points every possession, he can win this game. So it's a smart call to take the points there, knowing that you're getting the ball at half.
No need to be too greedy and miss out opportunities to have, some points on the board.
That being said here, so Tennessee's got 2:06. It's plenty of time. You don't want to score too quick and leave OU with time to get more points, but you also don't want to do anything risky, get a turnover. So you got to manage the clock here. This is you kind of finesse it, massage it a little bit, and you ideally get 7 here with about 20 seconds left.
Very light box, and they'll hand it off to Jabari Small. Small has 5 on the carry.
Love the play call. Small's been eaten.
So at their own 30, we're under 2 minutes now. So the whole playbook's still open. You still have 3 timeouts, but you gotta expect some sort of urgency if you're gonna go score a touchdown.
Yeah, still plenty of time though. I wouldn't rule out anything out of the playbook. I still like Small in the runs here, especially with these odd fronts.
They'll hand it off to Jabari Small. Small cutting it back. He is short. He only gained 3 or 4 that time. It's a 3rd and 1 here. And, Tennessee's letting this clock go down. They're trusting that they'll be able to make the plays happen down the field when they need them.
Even getting down and getting a field goal out of this is a win. And even running this clock out and punting or just not giving OU a chance and going in half 17-14 is a win. What you really don't want to do is give OU the ball back and let them score once more before half.
Bailey will drop back looking. Throw. It is almost picked off there. And that was a dangerous throw.
Bailey had the Texas route wide open. There was a blitz by Oklahoma, and that Texas route right over to the running back over the middle was open. He had 20 or 30. You got to imagine he's going for this, especially being 1 yard. If I was Tennessee, I would.
4th and 1 here. It looks like the Volunteers have the offense in the huddle this time.
Got to imagine Oklahoma's going to bring the house.
They go quad look to the boundary again. Bailey will drop back looking. Throws. It is caught by Holiday. Holiday has the seam. He's at the 30. Trying to cut back, cannot. And what a big play for the Volunteers. 1st and 10, a minute to play.
Bailey got rid of that with not even a second to spare. Oklahoma did bring some blitz and just good read. Way to sit in tight and trust your progressions there by Tennessee. 55 seconds.
Another quad look for the Volunteers. Bailey looking. Throws down the middle. Hyatt. He's in. Touchdown, Volunteers.
That's Hyatt's second touchdown of the game. Great pass. The only thing you can complain about there is maybe you left a little too much time on the clock because this Oklahoma offense can go 100 yards in 20 seconds.
The kick is up and good from Montgomery. Tennessee taking the lead for the first time in this ball game.
That's going to be high at 6 TD on the season.
Hyatt has just been so lethal for this Tennessee Volunteers offense. Even in the times where it's kind of looked bleak, for lack of a better term, he's still been a threat all over the board late in games. You have to watch out for number 9. And
Phenomenal return
this is a
here.
big return by Kendall Dennis out to about the 49.
Yeah, it was a missed tackle there, and you see a little user dive there. That's what you didn't want to do. I wouldn't be surprised if Panda goes for it right here, goes for the end zone quick.
2-by-2 look for the Sooners. Caleb Williams has the arm to make it there right now. Dropping back, looking. Still looking. Nobody's getting home. Williams will take off. He slides down, first down Sooners, and the timeout.
Yeah, Tennessee took a little thing out of Panda's playbook, and they only brought one. They put the defensive ends out in coverage, and literally just the nose tackle was the only man rushing the quarterback. It was a 1-on-5.
So 1st and 10 at the 39. Playbook wide open here. You can elect for a field goal.
Holding Oklahoma to a field goal is a win here, Eagles, if I'm Tennessee.
I agree, but the whole playbook's still open as Williams rolls left, throwing. It is almost picked off by Garland.
If you're Tennessee, that hurts, but you can't be too upset. The NCAA gods are kind of paying you back because Tennessee's had 2 dropped, or Oklahoma's had about 2 or 3 dropped interceptions in this game.
2nd and 10 now for the Sooners. Under center now is Caleb Williams. Play action, looking. Still looking, throws it underneath. What a route for Mims. And he's at about the 15-yard line, 25 yards. 1st and 10 Sooners.
There's a no huddle here with two timeouts. This is about 4 plays, maybe 5.
Oklahoma up to the line quick now. Dropping back is Williams looking. Williams trying to manipulate the defense. Thrown. Adam should have had a pick there in the back of the end zone.
Yeah, absolutely should have had a pick there. One of these days, these defenders are going to start catching interceptions here for Tennessee.
I think for almost every DB, they need to start doing some wide receiver drills, JB.
Yeah, it's personally the better players play offense, so they're gonna have to learn to catch there. Still a great stop. You get to stop 13 seconds. This is probably about 2 plays, maybe 3.
Williams will drop back, rolling right now, trying to extend the play, throwing into the back of the end zone. Charles should have had a pick, and then another defender.
3 straight drop picks for the Tennessee defense. This is getting to be a little ridiculous on both sides. I think two Tennessee defenders had a chance at that, and both dropped it.
JB, I think you are making this a correct assumption about DBs. I'm just saying.
7 seconds. This is the last play here or a field goal. So he needs one more stop if you're Tennessee. You need one more
Oklahoma rolling right now.
Same play.
The inaccuracy of Caleb Williams on the run means it's going to be 4th and 10 with 2 seconds now, and likely the field goal unit will trot out.
Yeah, the tight end was open there on the corner route.
Well, the kick is up. The kick is good. And that brings the score to 21-20 as we hit halftime. Tennessee leads it in Norman, JB. We're talking about keys to the game. Tennessee doing a great job right now, just moving the ball down the field. They're taking some risks, got picked off, but they're looking pretty efficient right now.
Tennessee's defenses seem to kind of made some short up adjustments. Oklahoma was really moving the ball there at first, but it looks like they've made some adjustments here. I love that stop there. That was a win all day. It was hard scoring with giving Oklahoma 48 seconds, and the way they've moved the ball. That's a win holding them to 3 there. You're going to give them the ball back here to start the half, but you got to love to see that Tennessee's been running the ball and playing kind of all-around good football here.
And you look at the stats, 10 first downs right now compared to the 6 of Oklahoma.
Look
You
at that
know,
time. Look at that top 9:45. Oklahoma's had the ball about half the time. That's key. You got to keep kind of play keep away a little bit from these high-powered offenses.
time of possession, you talk about it with almost any team. If you dominate time of possession, you're likely on a fast track to win a game, and that's a key for almost any offense. If you can stay on the field and even let your defense rest, the less time the defense is on the field, the more effective they're going to be.
It's like the Oklahoma coach is saying, "Let's get back out there." He cut halftime short. He told the band to get off the field, and we're coming out to play. He's pissed.
Montgomery puts his whole boot into this. It's Dennis, the always dangerous returnman for the Sooners.
Got a long one last time. There you
And
go.
he
Huge
gets
stop.
absolutely clobbered there at about the 21, 22-yard line where the Sooners will take over.
Another key stat here that we saw there was Tennessee's 2 for 2 on fourth down, and those weren't easy fourth downs. One was, yeah, I think they were both on his side of the 50. So, it's high risk, high reward, and Tennessee's letting it all hang out today.
So now Tennessee will come out. They've got 5 on the line of scrimmage. The handoff here is to Trey Bradford. He's got nothing going. This Tennessee defense looking phenomenal right now.
Yeah, they're really stopping the run defense. They're not getting a lot of pass rush, but that front seven for Tennessee is really stopping the run there.
Same look from the Sooners. Play action this time. Williams running out of time, rolling right now, looking for a man, and he'll throw it away as he gets hit. It's 3rd and 10.
He was on Caleb Williams is running for his life back there. I think he reversed field twice. That was it's a difficult to take your eyes off downfield, but if he switches there and he gets a sack there, it makes this is 3rd and 20. There's 3rd and forever.
3rd and 10 now for the Sooners. 2-by-2 look. Williams looking to the short side and now the far side of the field. Sends a man in motion, dropping back. Screen. No, they throw it down the middle there. It's complete to Hazelwood, 27 yards. First down, Sooners.
What a read by Caleb Williams, and what a gutsy play call by that Oklahoma coach to run the screen and then to throw it to the secondary route because the screen was open. He could have attempted to get it.
It's a smart play. Caleb Williams seeing the field well. They go with the same play. They do go to the screen. Trey Bradford now making a couple of spins. He's got 4.
Yeah, Oklahoma looking like they're trying to make the run game through the pass game a little bit with those screens. I like that, kind of mix it up. But Tennessee had it sniffed. You look at that defensive tackle. More no huddle here.
The hurry up by the Sooners. Williams will drop back looking. He'll roll right, trying to break the defense down and into triple coverage. And Miranda gets his hand to it again.
Tennessee's got that pass game, that corner route kind of figured out a little bit right now. Caleb Williams really forced it there.
Triple coverage, that's a relatively good ball considering.
He
But
had 5 or 7 yards with the slide, maybe not more if he took off.
absolutely. And now, 3rd and 6, Oklahoma gonna send a man in motion. Play action, looking, throws immediately to Trey Bradford. He's got the first down inside the 30.
Yeah, it's more play action there. Trey Badford, the leading receiver here for the Sooners on the year. He's got 3 catches on the day. It's going to put him at 42 on the year.
Another hurry up by the Sooners. Spreading the rock around. They go to Bradford on the ground. He's going to have about 6 here. 2nd and 4.
I think that's Bradford's longest run. He's only got 10 yards, and he got 6 of them right there.
In the tempo, Oklahoma just trying to wear out this Tennessee defense, get players out of position, not able to go rush or go make a play on the ball carrier.
See if we see play action here.
You're correct. Play action. The roll. Williams takes off. Williams. He fumbled. Williams fumbled, but was recovered by Parks.
Wow. Look at the big man keeping a head on a swivel. They love to look for the ball. That's just that. I love letting my opponents run at the quarterback because there's always a higher risk that they'll fumble. So I like Tennessee letting Caleb kind of run there because he's going to get one of these. That's just unlucky.
And now the Sooners driving is 1st and 10. They come out with 2 wings here. They'll hand it off on the sweep here, trying to find the corner. He's going to go. Touchdown, Oklahoma, Curtis Rollins.
Love the play call by Oklahoma there and the coach. They've had no success running kind of traditionally and running up the middle, run the inside run. They'll mix it up with a little jet sweep. I believe that was to the receiver, so I like the play call. You got to get creative when your run gets shut down.
And Oklahoma lines up for two. Dropping back, looking, rolling, trying to find the edge. He goes down. Williams is sacked for a loss of one, and that keeps the score at 26-21 in favor of the Sooners.
Yeah, that would have made it a. So I like the play call going for two there. It looks like the Oklahoma coaches just went and slapped his equipment manager, saying something's wrong with the equipment was the reason Caleb Williams didn't get that.
Hyatt in the back of the end zone will let it go, and the 25-yard line is where the Volunteers will start.
If you're Tennessee, you're happy there. To get a stop there, only lit up 6. It's going to be a score for score. Something tells me this is going to go down to the wire here.
It's a 3-by-1 look with a sniffer on the right, handed off to Jabari Small. Small has the seam. Here goes Small. Out at about midfield here. First and 10 Volunteers.
Small has been feasting. That's 70 already on the ground on 15 rushes. For a team that's only ran the ball for 200 yards on the season, I love seeing Jabari get work like this.
Small gets it again. He'll pick up 2. And so now 2nd and 8. We'll see if Tennessee wants to keep up tempo. No, they're going to go into the huddle here.
Even these run plays that Tennessee's running, that Oklahoma's doing a good play of stopping, they're still getting 2 or 3 yards. It hurts when you're getting tackled in the backfield and it makes it 2nd and 13, but they're still, even the plays Oklahoma's defending the run well, they're getting a little bit.
And off the Jabari Small. Small has 6 this time. 3rd and a very manageable 2.
Yeah, you got to imagine this is 4-down territory here, so everything in the playbook's open. Maybe a little draw here, maybe a little screen, or does he stretch the field and go deep? Oklahoma's shown a tendency to kind of send the house on these short down conversions.
We'll see what Oklahoma does. They compress the defensive line. Heavy look. Bailey will go to Small. Small stumbling. He's going to be short of the line to gain by inches.
Small broke that first tackle there to make that even a net rush there in the backfield. So this should be 4th and about 4. Small just putting the team on his back today here for the Volunteers.
So now you got 4th and inches. I would be, shocked they go to the air here. The ground game.
It would take balls.
Go. Hand it off to Wright. Did Wright get it?
He's got it. Yeah, he's got it.
They're going to give it to Wright this time.
Yeah, he had forward progress.
So 1st and 10 for Tennessee, JB. You're going for a 4-down territory. You're converting on 4th downs. How much of a momentum swing is that when you can get it on 4th down and continue?
Oh, it's demoralizing. When you're on defense and you hold them and you get them to do a 4th down and they get it on you, it's demoralizing. It'll haunt you.
Bailey will throw.
Wow.
Hyatt makes a great high point catch that time inside the 20 now. And 1st and 10. What a throw to go high there. And Hyatt makes an even better catch.
Yeah, that was Tennessee won one of these jump balls. We've seen Oklahoma has been winning these jump balls, and Tennessee finally got one there.
3-by-1. The sniffer is on the right side. Handed off to Jabari Small. Small cuts back. He's got 6. Very threatening that time.
Small is about to clip the 100 yards mark here sooner or later. He's just eating, man. It's a buffet line for Small here. They're really, this Tennessee offensive line is having their way with the Oklahoma defense.
Oklahoma in the run game right now, they get a few for short gains or a loss, but right now they can't really defend Small. Hand it off, Buck sweep. This time they do a pretty good job. All the commentators curse. It's only a gain of 1.
He had room maybe on the outside there to stretch it, but I still like the play call. If I'm Oklahoma, I'm seeing ghost. You're starting to. It's going to open up those deep routes. It's going to open up the pass game here. When you're so focused on not getting popped for 5 or 6 yards by small every time. 4 for 8 on third, down for Tennessee.
3rd and 3. Bailey will draw back looking. Bailey throws. Dangerous throw. And, that is a great defensive play. But honestly, in all honesty, that's not the best read in that situation.
It's a terrible read. There was a blanket over that guy. Maybe those defenders kind of blended in with the end zone there. I don't know. But Panda had that curl route out there sniffed out from the go.
So now it's 4th and 3. This is where you rest your hat on it. You rest your hat on making these 4th downs happen.
They're 3 for 3. Let's see if they can get a fourth.
Bailey looking, throws a slant. Callaway has
Wow.
it. Touchdown Tennessee, and you couldn't get a tighter window than that.
Absolutely not. What a gutsy play to hit the slant there, covered, and what a even better play by Callaway to secure the touchdown. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I think everyone's wearing a Vols jersey here in chat tonight because it's just good to see Tennessee playing loose and letting the huevos hang and out here just trying to get a dub here.
It's absolutely phenomenal. I mean, we're talking about the tightest of margins. And again, JB, I highlighted Callaway in particular. He's been doing it all year long, and he does it once again in a high pressure situation.
Yeah, if I'm Tennessee's coach, I immediately go to the gas station after the game and I buy several scratch offs and some lotto tickets because they're having some great luck break their way on 4th down here.
The return was by Dennis that time, about the 20-yard line. It's where the Sooners will start. Not great on the returns. He had the one he broke off. Can't really get the same magic going.
I believe that's high. It's 3rd touchdown of the game through the air, if I'm correct.
That was Callaway.
Oh, that was Callaway. Okay. Because I know Hyatt's got 2.
Hyatt's going for the hat trick.
Do you go for 2 there to make it a 3-point game, or do you like the extra point there? We didn't even really talk about that.
I would have preferred the 2-point personally, but I see where going for 1 makes sense, especially considering where points we go, and that is Trey Bradford this time. Great completion past the 40-yard line.
A little wheel route again. He's got 4 on 47. Bradford, their running back, is the Sooners' leading receiver. So if you're Tennessee, you got to pay attention to number 2 in the backfield in the pass game.
And they'll hand off to Bradford this time, and he's got 4.
Yeah, it looks like that Tennessee defense is maybe finally starting to be worn down here late in the 3rd, and Oklahoma's finally having a little success in the run game.
Let's see what Oklahoma dials up on 2nd and 6. Williams doesn't like what he sees. Send a man in motion, dropping back, looking, throws, complete over the middle. And, that's a screen pass again.
Yeah, it's the 3rd time we've seen that play.
Caleb Williams just throwing the secondary reads down the field on screen passes.
I'm in the NWO coaches, and I haven't played Oklahoma. I'm putting that one on my notebook there.
4 wide for the Sooners. Williams will keep it this time. Will get down, gain of 8, 2nd and 2.
Yeah, we're finally seeing Caleb get involved in the designed run game, not the QB scramble here. Little basic read option there. Hard to defend, especially when you don't spam it and you keep it in your pocket for when you need it.
So now it's 2nd and 2, 5 wide for the Sooners. Williams will drop back looking. He'll roll right immediately. Looking, and he'll shovel it off. 1st down, Sooners. But, that is a price to pay.
Yeah, he just let Caleb Williams get crucified there by that his running back. But way to be disciplined and not force it downfield because there was nobody open on there.
So they're at the 21, not quite in the red zone. You still have a good number of plays in your playbook open as they go 5 wide. And I think we got some news. Dennis is out for a couple weeks. Throw, caught, touchdown, Mims.
Dennis is a. I'm trying to see. Is that an offensive player?
Dennis is the kick returner.
Oh my gosh, that's 86 overall. Kendall Dennis, cornerback, redshirt junior out of Belleville, Illinois, going to be out for 5 weeks. He's going to hurt. Going to try to make this a 6-point game.
The pistol set, sending man in motion, looking. Williams running out of time. He shoves one off of him, rolling right, trying to make some magic and shoved out of bounds. Waited too long to throw it.
Wow. Caleb Williams almost makes something happen there. That would have been sickening for Tennessee to give up that one after almost having a guaranteed sack there. But way to stop him.
So
And
now
then Oklahoma's left. This would be left 2 field goals off the game now. So that's two failed 2-point conversions.
So 4 points off the board in total.
Yeah.
You know, that's a huge swing going on right now. You can't get away in a game doing that for the entirety of it.
Might come back to haunt him here late. We'll see. I know the NCAA gods and the algorithms. If you start going for it, they'll punish you.
We got trips to the right side. Callaway goes in motion. Play action for Bailey. He's looking. Throws. It is picked
Dangerous.
off. And Oklahoma gets the takeaway.
Yeah, that's gonna be their second turnover on the day. That was a dangerous pass there by Bailey. The play action was a good call there, but I don't know if I abandoned the run there. That was forced, and there was time. You didn't have to throw that ball, but that's tough. It's easier said than done.
You know, yeah, and you haven't had the best year for your Tennessee, so you're thinking we got to be more aggressive, be willing to go down the field, but sometimes taking the short plays underneath is just what you need. If William rolls right here, will take off and goes out of bounds, gain of 6.
Clock's going to stop at 25 seconds in the third here, so we'll probably get 2 plays in before we go to the fourth. For Tennessee, though, you got to say, it's still one-score game. Interception changes this real quick. They've gotten Caleb Williams to put the ball on the ground. So the turnover is not impossible here. And even if it's score, you got to keep your head up. There's a whole quarter to play.
2 backs in the backfield for the Sooners. They have twins to the right, the lone receivers to the left. Play action looking, throws, and a great defensive play to fight through.
That was user deflection, I believe, by Coach Klink there. That was phenomenal. Quick on the sticks there.
You needed that. It's the curl route. It kills a lot of momentum on the defense's part until you can defend it. It feels like EA kind of favors the people who can get user deflections.
Yeah. You got to imagine this is 2-down territory here for the Sooners.
3rd and 4. Williams rolls right. No, he sits in the pocket now. Underneath, complete. And Cody Jackson has the first down.
And unless he goes no huddle, which we'll see, is probably going to take us to the fourth quarter here. Yeah.
Looks like we will go to the fourth quarter. Only 5 seconds on the clock. And that is the end of 3. Get your force up in the chat. It's Oklahoma 32, Tennessee 28.
Yeah, let's see. So there's probably each team at least with 2 possessions left. Tennessee's going to have to force a turnover and keep scoring. They're going to have to score on every possession and get a stop here. But Oklahoma is not prone to turning the ball over, so it's very possible here.
Send them in motion, play action. Williams rolls left. Has some technical difficulties there, but Williams takes off for 13 yards this time. First down.
This is ace rush for 62 there. If you're got to be holding your breath every time Williams goes down by not sliding because exposes you to a fumble there.
Williams already has fumbled the ball once. Very lucky not to have turned that over. You gotta play it smart, knowing that has already happened, forcing the fumble. 2-by-2 set now for the Sooners. The handoff on the counter is going to go to Bradford. Bradford making some men miss, and he's got 11. First down, Oklahoma.
We're seeing Bradford finally have a little success on the ground here. You got to shore up that defense if you're Tennessee inside the red zone here. You got to be playing for a turnover.
The Sooners are up to the ball quick. They sent Bradford in motion. Looking. Middle screen gets blown up this time. No gain.
Yeah, great stop by that Tennessee defense. Looking at Bradford or Caleb Williams at 320 yards to this game through the air.
Middle screen is so difficult to defend because you normally have that swing pass, or you have some lineman possibly even going with the swing to sell it, and then you're coming right back to the middle of the field. The 2-by-2 look now for the Sooners. Drop back looking,
One
throws.
wide open.
He's got him. Trey Bradford, touchdown, Sooners.
There's a reason he's the leading receiver on this team and the starting running back. He does it all. That's that little halfback. I believe they call that the red zone post there.
The kick is up. The kick is good. And the Sooners lead it 39-28 with 6:03 to play.
2-score game. One touchdown and a pick six, and Tennessee's winning this game right now. So if you're Tennessee, you got to imagine the clock is not on your side. So you're going to try to score. You want to score quick, but you also don't want to force it. I don't think you abandon the run game. You score and as fast as you can, then you try to worry about getting a turnover after that.
Absolutely. You want to go score quick, but the most important thing is ball security.
Yeah,
Make sure that ball doesn't get turned over, because if you turn that ball over,
that's done.
JB, you're not going to be in a position to go win this game possibly with a final drive.
No.
And his quads to the right side. Bailey will drop, looking, throws. Oh, what a throw, complete to Hyatt, 27 yards.
Was
First
the
down.
tiniest of tiny windows there for Hyatt to get that. Now, the Oklahoma defender had that read like a book. They just didn't get it on quite enough. Tennessee got lucky with one there.
Volunteers up to the line quick. Bailey will drop back, looking again. He'll throw the curl to Callaway. Callaway just short of the first down, second and inches.
Like mixing up the intermediate passing game there out in the flats. They've had success hitting that all day. It kind of mixes it up instead of going over the middle there.
Another hurry up. It looks like if Tennessee basically gets more than 5 yards, they love going hurry up right now. You kind of have to. You're down by 11. Bailey will drop back, looking. Bailey throws. It is caught by Nixon inside
Wow.
the 5, and the Volunteers set themselves up very well for first and goal.
I mean, that's just superior stick skills right there. The Oklahoma defender even had it read. That was double, if not triple coverage. And I want to say the third time that play was ran on this drive alone.
Another quads look. Bailey dropping back, looking. Will take off. Bailey. He is in.
Love it.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
Well, they did it as fast and I think as fast as possible, besides doing it in one play there, and it's going to make this a 5-point game. If they can get the 2-point, I don't know. He's not going to go for 2 here, so it'll still be a touchdown game.
That's very interesting call in my opinion. You're down by 5 points. The PAT doesn't really do much in this situation. It doesn't
Yeah,
make it a one-score game. So, in my own personal experience, and you look at the statistics of when to go for it, when to kick the PAT, that'd be a time to go for two to make it a 3-point game.
yeah. Your little coaching book or the little sheet tells you when to go for 2. I think it tells you go for 2 in that one in every scenario.
And here comes the return this time, and he's tackled at the 25. So Rollins has taken over the return duties for Dennis.
Still plenty of time for Tennessee here. 5:18 on the clock. This is still 2 possessions, if not 3. They got to force Caleb Williams to make an error here. They got to force him either through the air or on the ground or get a stop. Uh,
A pistol look for the Sooners. And they'll go to Trey Bradford. The pancakes trip Bradford up. He only gets 2, and you can credit that to the cut block laid by the lineman, forcing a man into his legs.
Yeah, you got to question the no huddle here, maybe especially on a run like that. But it looks like Oklahoma's not trying to bleed the clock. They're gonna play fast. That's their style.
Oklahoma up to the line of scrimmage. A check at the line. Looks to the sideline, making sure he's got the call right. We'll go back. No, it's a glitch out, and Williams is stuffed.
That's why I hate running the read option out of the no huddle. You are prone to having that happen. Had you huddled up or had Oklahoma huddled up and ran that plays, several yards, if not 6 or 7, maybe a first down. Now it's going to make it 3rd and 9 and potentially giving Tennessee the ball back.
39, and in my opinion, you have the lead. If you don't get to 4th and 2, you don't even consider going for it. You should honestly just punt that ball at that point. But let's see if they get there. Williams will roll right,
They've got everyone
looking,
covered. He's
looking,
staying
still
disciplined.
looking.
He's staying
Scramble drill is on
disciplined.
now. The
He's
throw is
got him.
deep. It
Oh
is
my
picked off
God!
by Jones.
Go Tennessee!
The takeaway. He's at the 50.
Fuck yeah!
He takes a step back. He's to the 40.
No
He's
way!
trying to go. Taken down finally. And that's where the takeaway Tennessee needed.
Yes, finally they get the pick. They stay disciplined. They don't put pressure on Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams could have maybe ran and made it a 4th and short there. Wow, phenomenal defense by T Clink, and way to use her that pick. Oh, I'm pumped. Let's shotgun a beer.
Talk about getting the field position game. Tennessee set up very well right now. Bailey, though, gets hit as he throws. It is caught by Hyatt
Holy
inside
shit.
the 5, 1st and goal.
That takes nuts to make that play call and to throw that ball to that coverage in that position, I will say. Because the run game's been working all day on first down. Now the clock, it becomes you don't want to give Oklahoma, because you're going to take the lead here. You don't want Oklahoma to bleed the clock too much, so you think. But it looks like Tennessee's going to keep airing it out.
The Sniffers on the right again, 3-by-1. Handing it off. They go to Jabari Small, and he is stuffed after a gain of 2. And JB, you see, I call it a Bama block by the Sniffer coming back to the defensive end, giving you an extra man to go climb up to the second level. In the red zone, how much is it a numbers game?
Still a productive play. It was from the 4-yard line. Now you're on the 2. It still shores it up. You got to play numbers here with the clock, though.
Bailey throws. It's complete the holiday. Touchdown. Tennessee has the lead.
Wow. And this is maybe where that injury to Kendall Dennis, the redshirt junior, he's 86 overall. He's Oklahoma's 3rd best cornerback. Now he is subbed in by an 85, but that brings that depth, and especially on in the 4th quarter here.
The kick
This
is
is
up
nuts.
and good.
Well, now we talk about that 2-point conversion. Not to interrupt you, Eagles, but now it's a 3-point game. Had he not gone for taking the field goal or gone for 2, it had been a field goal wins it. Now a field goal only ties it for OU. So there you go.
Absolutely. And Tennessee leads 42-39. This, we're lining up for quite the barn burner finish. Rollins staying on his feet, and he's brought out to about the 30.
Now, if you're Tennessee, 332 is a long time. It would take real in Oklahoma, and I don't know if Panda's disciplined enough to drive the ball down and burn this entire clock and give Tennessee the ball back, with a score with maybe 20 seconds left. But if you're Tennessee, you want to stop. But if you do give up a score, you don't want to let Oklahoma burn too much clock. You want to give yourself enough time to rebuttal.
This is the time to be aggressive. The counter by Trey Bradford, and he gets lit up. Gain of 1.
Yeah, and Tennessee continues to sniff out these runs by Trey Bradford. Clock keeps ticking here. We're going to go under about 3 minutes and 15 seconds left.
7-9 at their own 30. 3 timeouts, 3:16 on the clock. Should be
A field goal ties it.
If field goal ties it, so you're not having to go down essentially and get the touchdown. It's not needed, but it'd be really nice right now.
Yeah, Oklahoma's already got 1 win against Washington in overtime, so they're used to doing it. Oh, that's wide
Williams
open.
throws the seam. He's got a man. He's at the 40, the 30, the 20, 10, 5. You can put it on the board. Hazelwood touchdown.
I'm not going to say that's worst case scenario, because at least At least if you're Tennessee, you've got 2:55. You got plenty of time to come down in here, and the score gives you the lead right back. They're going to go for two. No, they're going to kick the field goal and make it a 4-point game.
And this is in my opinion, this is the right call. Make it, more than a field goal. Make it so Tennessee actually has to go put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, had they taken those two other extra points, it'd be 48-42. It'd still only be a 6-point game. So it's looking like it's not going to come back to haunt them yet, but we don't know. There's still, who knows?
Who knows? You never know. Sometimes you might miss a PAT just from lack of concentration. So that point could become very crucial in this game. Hyatt brings it out to about the 23. Tennessee 2:51 to play. Your whole playbook's open to you. You can basically play in 4 minutes right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't abandon the run if I'm Tennessee. I don't try to force these. You've seen a tendency to kind of go to force the ball, the deep ball. I want to run every minute of this clock out and score and give them no time.
The run there by Jabari Small is for 3. Noticing a trend. They like to go inside zone with that sniffer on the right. We'll see if Oklahoma picks it up. But that's just an interesting trend, seeing that they're liking the back block there.
Still 3 yards. Still, you take it. You'd like four because that gives you a four. You'll take 4 yards in the run every time because that gives you a first down in 3 plays. But 2:28 on the clock. You want to bleed this clock.
The
I
handoff
love
to
it.
Murray Small. Small has a lane. Here goes Small. He's
One
out
man to
to the
beat.
50.
Ooh,
Trying to step back with nobody there. He goes right into a tackle. He's at the 50. First down, Tennessee.
put Small over the 100-yard mark here. He's been eating all day. He's at the 50 with 2:19. OU's got all 3 timeouts. Uh, that OU, the way this OU offense has been able to score. If I'm Tennessee, this is a keep away game. You obviously a field goal doesn't do anything for you. Um, I keep trying to feed Jabari Small in the backfield some way. Maybe you mix it up with screen, but I don't try to push unless you have to push.
And so Tennessee comes out, trips to the field this time. Tight end is attached, and they'll hand it off to Jabari Small. Small, he's got about 4. And we're going to be the next snap under 2 minutes to play.
You're saying Oklahoma keeps coming out and it looks like a 5 DB set with only 4 down linemen and a single linebacker, and it's just Tennessee's just been having lanes, man, all day. These linemen are just big on big, and there's holes for days. There's a lot of these runs Smalls had for 3 yards. He could have easily popped them for 5 or 6.
And here comes Tennessee 2 by 2. Look, they send Fernando in motion, handing it off to Jabari Small. Small cuts up, and he is going to have 5 or 6. They're going to
Yeah.
say it's 6. It's 3rd and 1.
Another huge hole there. They're running at will here. Clock keeps ticking with a minute and a half left. You know, with all 3 timeouts as Tennessee, ideally you get in the red zone or you get inside the 10 with about maybe 40 seconds left, and then you figure it out from there.
Yep, you can still go to the ground here. You still have your timeouts. You can get the first down, stop the clock. They hand it to Wright, and Wright will take this for 4. It's a first down, Tennessee.
Clock's going to keep ticking. I absolutely stay on the ground here if I'm Tennessee. You keep moving. You're getting 6 at a time. It's bleeding the clock. And then, even if you get inside the 10 or 20 with 20 seconds left and 2 timeouts, that's you'll take it. And then you win the game there.
1st and 10. Clock continues to roll. We're under a minute 15 now. 3 by 1 to the field. Wright is on the right side.
Watch the blitz here
Haley.
by Oklahoma. Nope.
They'll hand it off to Wright. Wright cuts back. Here goes Wright. Wright, he's going to go try to score. No,
Oh,
he's
he's
going to
going to
go
do the
down the
smart play
smart play
call.
here, and he's down at the 15.
It's smart until until you fumble or you don't score. But I like the keep away game. This is a user matchup kind of strat where you gotta you're gambling one way. Do you take the guaranteed touchdown there, or do you try to? I don't. The way I've not had success stopping Caleb Williams, I like the play call to go down.
Tennessee trying to make Oklahoma's offense irrelevant, essentially. Clock continues to tick. about 40 seconds here. And they'll go to Jabari Small. Small cutting it back, but he's got one. And now you consider possibly using it.
Yeah, you got to
They
see if
will.
we're watching the Tennessee screener. Do they go put their offense in aggressive in the adjustments? I'd probably put them in aggressive in case I do need to go run no huddle, but that way everyone's moving fast. Now there he goes and does it. So we'll see here. We got 33 seconds. You know, a play takes what, 5, 6 seconds maybe. Uh, everything's in the playbook is open still, even the runs here. I don't force anything. The way that's high-powered Oklahoma, anything more than 20 seconds is enough time for them to score.
We'll see what Oklahoma comes out in. The two high shell was 3-by-1 by the Volunteers. They send Callaway in motion. Buck sweep action to the right.
Love it.
Small looking for the corner. And he'll get taken down inbounds. Inbounds. They might have to burn another.
I'm going to burn the timeout. Clock keeps ticking.
No, they go hurry up.
I like the hurry up here because you know you're going down. You save your timeout. This is
Under
coming
12
down to it.
seconds to play. 3rd and 5 from about the 11-yard line. Bailey looking, throw, complete. Callaway, he's at the 1.
Burn your timeout now, and then you give yourself 2 plays. You got 2 plays to get this in. That's his 8th
Possibly
reception on the
3
day.
if you pass one of them.
Yeah.
You
I don't
possibly have 3.
the success I've had on the run here, you know, if you run it, that's 2-3 seconds off the clock. You get your touchdown, then you don't squib. You make them return the kick. That leaves them with a Hail Mary.
And here we go. Heavy set from Tennessee. They'll hand it off. Merriman.
Oh,
He's in. Touchdown. Volunteers to take back the lead with
beautifully
11 to
played.
play.
Phenomenal play of the clock there, Coach Klink. Phenomenal, just phenomenal drive. I don't think Oklahoma's defense has a single. They weren't stopping the run. Way to stay disciplined.
Montgomery's kick is up. It is good. It's a 3-point game. 49-46. The Volunteers lead it.
If you can force him to return this kickoff, now I wouldn't squib it, but I would at least make it high enough to where you can't kneel it. That's going to burn another about 4 off this clock, and then it leaves it to 2 plays, maybe 1.
Montgomery, we'll see if he sky kicks this. He does. Gonna force the return from Rollins, not the natural returner, but Rollins has a corner. No, Rollins trying to turn the edge. And he's brought down.
We're getting a little bit of a lag here on our feed, but it looks like can we get a pause real quick? I guess it's a terrible time to ask you guys for that, but all right, we're back.
There you
We're
go.
back.
We are
So it looks
back.
like 6 seconds, 3 timeouts. This is 2 plays, so you probably set up the Hail Mary by maybe getting 15 yards here on a slant or an out route.
Yeah,
It
I would
actually looks
take
like it's
I
going
would
to be
take the
5
free
seconds.
yards here. I would sorry for interrupting, but I would take the free yards here. You're gonna have something underneath.
5 seconds is tough though. Even you run a slant here, you're going to have to go down. You can get caught run your clock out here. Getting a little bit of lag on our
A
end,
little bit of
ladies and
technical
gentlemen, but
difficulties here.
I think ladies and gentlemen at home are getting live feed. No fucking way. No, it's going. Looks like nothing good happened for Oklahoma there.
Not happy, and
And
that is
that's
the
the
final
game. At least it
score.
didn't. At least it didn't. Wow, we got Tennessee gets on the board, shots Oklahoma for their first win of the season. Holy shit, ladies and gentlemen, what a ball game!
JP, we were just treated to a classic right there. Tennessee comes into Norman. They get the win. We talked about the keys of the game, time of possession. Tennessee did that. What else do you think contributed to this Tennessee win?
The run game that you're looking, they had the Tennessee has had 200 and some odd rushing. They're the worst rushing offense total in the country before this game, and they came out here and they dominated that front. It looks like Coach Klink went and took his offensive lineman there before this game and said, we're going to do one thing today, and we're going to run the ball. And they did that. I'm really impressed, and it takes a lot to kind of mix your matchup the way that Tennessee ran the ball and stayed consistent with the run. They didn't give up on it. That was the difference maker. And look at that top, a whole nother quarter. Tennessee had the ball pretty much.
I'd also like to point out the red zone efficiency. Both teams were 100% in the red zone, but you see the difference there.
Yeah.
Tennessee was able to get every single possession into the end zone, while the Sooners they had to settle for three, two different times.
Yeah, let's try to get the winning coach. Look at that fourth down conversion, 4 for 4. Go buy some
Welcome
scratch
on,
offs,
Phil.
Clink. What up, Clink? How you feeling, buddy?
Whew, man, I feel great. I mean,
I,
it was
I,
I was shaking, man. I was shaking that whole last drive because I'm like, is
I
this the one
bet.
that I choke on or?
I bet. Well, I guess Eagles. I'll go first here since I. But what a ballsy call there to go down. You was small. You had the touchdown on that run there with about maybe what 52 seconds, 40, and way to ballsy to. I think it's the right call, but man, it takes nuts to go down there and trust that you're going to punch it in.
Yeah, it was very gutsy. I knew this offense was very explosive today on his side, so I mean, I had to make his offense non-factor there. That last 6 seconds that he had, I was praying that was an overthrow, and luckily it was. And
Yeah, yeah, you
whew,
absolutely have to play keep
yeah,
away with the high-powered offenses. Now, did you come in today trying to run the ball, or were you just? Is it one of those things where you're having success early and you're like, "Well, shit, this is working. I'm going to stick with it," or was that a focal point? We're going to run the ball today.
it was a focal just to keep balance. I mean, we looked at game film all day
Awesome.
when we got home from work, so we saw some holes that he runs those odd line fronts there on the D line. So I mean, we just took
Yeah,
advantage of
absolutely.
them.
Putting work in the lab, watching the film will expose those things and force. You know, a way to mix up your style. It takes a little bit of kind of risky there to change your whole offensive dynamic, but phenomenal game. There were some passes that your defense dropped had that possession right before first into the half there. I think it was three interceptions in a row too. So your defense was able to kind of give this Oklahoma offense fits when they did have the ball. Just great overall effort. What do you got to say about your defense?
Defense, I couldn't be more prouder to be honest with you. I mean, defense played phenomenal today. Kind of came in game plan to keep kind of Caleb guessing what we're doing, um, which I thought we did a couple of times, and just glad that we were able to come out with the dub. I mean, we, like you said, defense stuffed the run a lot today. So I mean, we kind of kept them one dimensional, and unfortunately, some plays didn't go our way, and
Yeah, your run defense was phenomenal. It was absolutely all game. You just absolutely held them to nothing there. So Caleb Williams was able to get you on some scrambles, but that run defense was just superb. You can't ask for more than that.
yeah, I mean, great defense run game today. Unfortunately, it was probably our best defensive showing of the year, playing against the run because normally we get ate up on it, and I'm just glad to see it actually show up.
I'll hand it over to Eagles here with the last thing I got to say though is way to you came out, you got the ball to start the game, and you threw that interception. I think maybe within the first few plays, and then Oklahoma came out and scored and was up. So way to not way to stick to your game plan, not get flustered. It's very easy, trust me, I know, to get kind of riled up there when you start off slow and not doing that. And way to kind of battle back and just gutsy, great win, Clink. I
Appreciate it,
enjoyed it.
Junior.
Absolutely,
Eagles.
it was a great win. And one of the key points to how you attacked the game was being aggressive. We saw on fourth down, you were converting fourth down after fourth down. Was that a mindset of, we gotten so far in the season, kind of wanting to go attack teams and try to force what you guys can do on other teams instead of letting them put their will on you?
Kind of more of aggressive approach today. I mean, we kind of really had. I mean, we've got the whole rest of the season to play for, but I mean, at the same time, it's great to ruin another one season. Unfortunately, it's bad to say that, but I mean, it's great to throw down and knock off number 4 tonight. Uh, but yeah, it was aggressive from the start. I knew defense wasn't going to be up to fully par of stopping them, but so I had to convert those 4 downs just to keep the drives going, and I'm proud of our offense today. Receiving core came up big tonight.
Absolutely. And, you look at the red zone stats. You guys went 6 for 6 with 6 touchdowns in the red zone. Oklahoma, 5 trips to the red zone, 3 touchdowns, 2 field goals. How much of a turning point, in your opinion, is it to not only, go get in the end zone every single time, stealing the momentum away, but how much do you preach it to your guys that, three's not enough? We got to get in the end zone now.
I knew this game was going to be punch for punch. So, I mean, I knew I had to put up 7 each time. So that's kind of the game plan we came through today with. And it feels good to actually get a 1 score win. And unfortunately, because, I mean, it's been happening all year. And like I said, we had to get 7 against these guys.
And we look ahead to next week. You play host to SMU. In Rocky Top. You got a week to prepare for it. What are you focusing on in this week of preparation?
Stopping Bentley, and keep him guessing on defense or offense. Just to see what kind of coverage we're in. So we just got to keep him guessing and stop Bentley the best we can.
Thank you, T Clink. Great game. You played, an absolute barn burner there. Congratulations.
Thank you guys for calling it. George, thanks for producing, and great call, fellas. And GG's Panda.
Now
Good job, Clink.
Now let's get in the losing head coach, unfortunately, and Panda here. Panda, you got
Can y'all
us?
hear me?
Yep,
Yeah.
we got you.
Yeah, you're in good here.
My headset started fucking up on me. I'm gonna keep this short. I'm not happy about it, so I'm gonna keep my responses probably short, so I don't say some things I probably shouldn't.
Yeah, no, I got you absolutely. I'll start, but I'll keep it. You see, you looked like you had some equipment difficulties there on that 2-point conversion. Were you having a controller issue or something there?
The last quarter and a half of this game, I couldn't make an adjustment. I couldn't, like, my controller just, I don't know if it was the lag or my controller just fucking up or what, but I couldn't make adjustments. I couldn't shift anyone. It wouldn't switch my players correctly. I'm not trying to take anything away from Clink. He played a damn good game. He beat me. I just, I would have liked to have more of a chance to make the adjustments, make the plays that I wanted to make rather than just the play I had to pick, and
Yeah.
pick the right play.
I guess the equipment manager is getting canned, is what you're saying.
Oh, for sure. No. But no, great game, Clink. I'm not trying to take anything away from him there. He came out, I couldn't run the ball at all. Our offense, passing wise, at least played back to what we expect, but our defense played decent. I feel like we would play a little bit better there towards the end if we could have made those adjustments, but either way, Clink played a damn good game,
Yeah. Last thing, just moving forward, you got Kendall Dennis. It looks like your third or fourth corner out for 5 weeks. You got your depth there. I think you got an 85 overall coming in right behind him, but he does have speed. He is your returner. How much are you going to miss him on the defensive side?
Oh, that's going to be a big one. Definitely going to miss him.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll hand it over to you. But Panda, love you, man. Great game. Sorry I was being a little biased for Tennessee. I just want to see Clink get off the schneid, get his first win here. Great game, man. You could easily have had that one in your favor. That's just kind of this NWO this year's been crazy, man.
Yeah.
Good luck next week. Again, I think you've got George and USC. So good luck next week, bud.
Thank you.
And you guys fought really hard here. Not the result you wanted, but if there, if, in your opinion, there were positives there, what were the biggest positives you can take away from this game?
I didn't throw 3 fucking interceptions, and I threw for touchdowns.
It's a very good positive. I won't lie. In any situation, just gonna touch real quick on your next week matchup. You're facing Coach George in USC. It can be a tight game right there. You're at home again, so you have the home field to work with. You have the Norman faithful with you, but you know that you've got to come out here and dominate the game if you really want to put the game away. So what are you preaching this week in practice?
You know, I have nothing but respect for George. You know, and you can ask him. There are multiple times I've messaged him, just telling him how much he's meant to me. You know, coming up, streaming all of it. I'm not going to show much next week. You know, I don't think I've gone for it on fourth down more than maybe once or twice this season. I don't expect to see the kicking unit out there next week.
Love it.
Absolutely love it. Thank you, Panda. You know, this is a great game, valiant effort, and can't wait to see you next week and see how you work through your team.
You too. Good call, guys. Good game, Clink.
Yeah, tough loss, but good game, man. We all got our entertainment value, dude.
Absolutely, Junior. That was an epic game. Any final thoughts you have, real quick, from this barn burner?
This season has been, and this is my first year in the NWO, but I've watched the last two, and normally it was top heavy. It was kind of predictable with the teams that were going to get wins, and kind of there were, it looks like a lot of teams have made adjustments, and it's been absolutely unpredictable, and I've absolutely loved every matchup every week. You never know. You don't know who's going to win. Everyone's susceptible to get knocked off. You got big dogs on the stick who's kind of dominated, but right now, but everyone else, it's been absolutely. If you're not a fan, as a fan value, these games have been just absolutely. We've seen very little blowouts. We've seen just a lot of good games. Tennessee finally got off the schneid. USC looking to do it next week. But my thoughts is just this NWO this season has just been nuts, man. These conference standings. I don't think this was a conference game, but these standings are nuts. People are dropping. Teams are dropping like flies. People are losing to teams they're not supposed to lose, or they don't think they would on paper at least. I'm sure the Miller Time Sportsbook has given up a few. They've been paying people out. You look at that 28-32 there. That was so you've seen a lot of good games. Coach Brusso has been making a lot of points. You look at a guy Iowa. I've got Iowa after this bye week, so that'll be a phenomenal game. Cincinnati's been kind of rebuilding their squad. Danny's been taking care of business with the Miami Hurricanes. Sepp, who's been the two-time, has had some bumps, but he's also kind of rebuilding. All these games have been super close, so it's just been absolutely just super fun to be a part of and watch.
Couldn't agree more. I'll touch on a few more of the games here in Week 9. You've got Texas A&M going to Miami. That game's still TV. To be decided. You've also got Wisconsin going to USC, also another to be decided. Those are both Pac-12 games. And then you've got Texas at Michigan in the Big House for Thursday, August 11th, 8:30 Eastern. Make sure you tune in for that. I believe we will be going on our rate here, but thank you, George. Thank you, Junior. This was really fun. Great job, everyone.
The Miller. We'll probably have the sports book lines out. I don't know if we've rated out or not, but that Texas A&M Miami game is going to be nuts. We'll see how real the Aggies are, because I think last year that game in College Station got a little sloppy. So we'll see. We'll see if he can do what none of us have been able to do and upset the Hurricanes.